you have the power. All you have to do now is to make the roll, and don't you fumble it, because you'll never be able to become Sherlock Holmes again if you should. So anything but a fumble is try again tomorrow.
Beautiful.
All right. Okay, so I get to choose where I go, right?
Yes.
Melwicks.
Just Melwicks is all you're specifying.
Clem's and Melwicks.
Bing! You're at the Clemson Melwicks.
Okay.
Like right in front of the front, like perfectly placed right in front of the front door. You could go in, you could stay out, but you are right there. People stop and look at you like, no, pretty sure he was there this whole time. What's up with the mask? You know, that kind of thing. And people wander around, and wow, it's gotten really Nazi-ish here. Oh, crap. People walking by, you know, goose stepping their way through and shit. And you're like, things are not going well here.
Okay, I step into the Clem's and shut the door.
All right, no problem. Howdy, what can I do you for? Says Clem.
Pause.
I'm sorry, I don't understand, says Clem.
Designation for this zone.
Melwicks Genovia.
Thank you, Clem. I just wait there. He keeps asking that question.
He keeps saying every 30 seconds or so. Right. Meanwhile,
I look at my watch.
He disappears. Do you wear a watch?
No. I just look at my watch.
No problem. He disappears from the center of the pattern.
All right.
I'm guessing that you've got his shit in one of your hands there, Pete, and Scott's got his shit, and you guys are ready to rock it. I'm thinking he probably didn't bring his shit through, just in case he died tragically and horribly, and tragically horribly.
He had a trump of me.
And I have a trump of, you have a trump of me.
That's right.
Yeah. Everybody refuses to call each other for a long time.
I shall call him on the bracelet first.
Oh, all right. You feel a special motion of happy time on your hand.
Okay. Do I need to make a computer use roll or?
Oh yeah.
Well, he should make his first, I guess, right?
Yep. Go ahead, Pete. Just give me a computer use roll as you're trying to make your bracelet work. You know that it's been out to get you this whole time. Oh no, he's fine at this. You guys both answer. Hello. Is that you? This is me. Is that me?
Are you in a position where you will not be seen yet?
I am inside Clem's.
Have you gone check the back room? Because then you got the curtain there, but just be careful in case some idiot's booby-trapped it.
Okay. I carefully check the back room. I'll make a spot hidden for booby traps and such.
All right.
That's a success on the spot hidden.
You're getting ready to open the door, and you see like a little bit of whitish dust near the base. You don't know what it is. Could be a booby trap.
Chemistry?
If you had a chem lab or wanted to taste it, that would be a big help. It could be baking powder, baby formula, cocaine. I mean, there's a lot of things like that.
Okay, well, I opened the curtain and.
There's not a curtain, it's a door. It's the kind of door that's really easy to booby trap the shit out of.
Okay, Glenn, there's some white powder. Not Glenn. Jacob, there's some white powder on the floor here in front of the door.
I said, you're Jacob. I'm Joshua.
Yeah. Did I say Jacob?
Yes.
Oh, nice. Okay, good.
He's losing his sanity.
My DNS server is very messed up.
Yeah, all right. It's all good, dude. Okay. How busy is it outside?
Is there a big barbershop window here?
Yes, there is. You look at it. It's pretty busy outside. I mean, it doesn't look like anybody's really paying this place any special attention. Your guess is you could probably pull through a couple of people if you were quick about it, and nobody would probably notice.
Okay, blah. And is there curtains on the window?
Yeah, it just says barber shop.
Okay, well, I try and get.
Move over a bit into near the corner so you're not standing in the
exactly what I was going to say.
Your backseat driving through different zones. No problem. You guys make contact with the Trumps, and he pulls you guys through. Assuming you want to go through.
Yes.
Mhm.
Cool.
Right.
Everybody's now in the Clems. Which clothes do you want to wear? It looks like in Genovia, it's a bit your Old West type clothes would work. It'd be kind of seen as a bit. It's like we're foreigners from overseas. We've come here, because the fashion's a little bit off and they're a little bit different here. But it's close. It wouldn't attract a lot of attention. Whereas your number two thing definitely would attract.
Yeah, strangely enough. Yeah, we will get changed into.
Yep.
Those
No problem.
our West. Are people wearing knives still?
No.
Good.
And there is a problem that you
good.
can't take off his mask because he still believes he's a Smurf because nobody's told him that everything's okay. And stroke.
We need to go and
actually, didn't I lose my level 2 insanity since I got above 30?
No.
It doesn't quite work that way. You need psychoanalysis.
Somebody needs to flip the toggle switch and you're fine.
Okay, so now, Glenn, you're completely ready to go.
Oh, yeah. You can put him in a chair, lean it back a bit, stroke his hair, and tell him everything's okay. And then keep wiping your hand off on the towels that Clem's got because it's full of blue and white.
Yes. Lay down and tell me about your mother.
Mommy was Smurfette, and Smurfette gave birth to me in a barn. And she was immaculately conceived, so I'm the Smurf Messiah. Is that a good quirk?
Wow.
All right.
Snap out of it.
Crap! What am I doing in all this blue stuff?
Now he's flipped the toggle switch. Usually it takes a while, but I've sped everything up. So after a good session of therapy, you're okay again.
Let's clean you up.
You guys, there's plenty of towels and all kinds of stuff here to get him nicely cleaned up and stuff. He stows his mask, but you do have the feeling you should keep the blue paint just in case.
Well, no, I have to keep the blue paint because I do believe that I might change into a Smurf. But thank you very much for unsmurfing me, guys.
So your level 1 is you might change into a Smurf? I
no, my level 1 was just, Smurf this, Smurf that.
Oh, if you toss in your weird sexual perversion stuff when you're making the jokes, like, let me get into Blueface and we'll have some fun, then I'm okay with that being level 1 because that is fucking hilarious.
Yep, that's basically the Smurf insanity. I was just kind of throwing things around. As I got closer to 30, I started talking about being into a Smurf transformation. I'm high enough above 30 now that I'm not talking about it.
Yeah. Don't worry. We'll fix that. Everything will be Smurf-tastic.
Okay, so we get me cleaned up.
Yeah. You're able to walk around the humans again.
We get changed into our adventuring gear.
It just shows this big pile of fucking blue stained towels in the background. You guys just kind of wiped them down, tossed them over there. Clem didn't fucking object. He just kept asking what he could do you for. So,
Anybody want a skill 5?
No, thank you.
I'll give you a skill 5 for a skill 5.
Deal.
No. All right. Cool.
I can't believe how well that skill 10 worked out for your first roll. That was just perfect.
Yeah, I know. I know.
All right, so you guys want to get you could get the train over there to Hika. You discover that they are still using your Genovian money, so that works. The train over to Hika, you can get the best that they've got as far as the 1 hour. It basically is an hour ride there for a grand total for all three of you for 45 guilders, and that includes like somebody to look after you. If you want, or you can just have privacy. It's your own compartment and stuff with, it's rather nice.
Anybody want acting plus 20?
Ooh.
No, thank you.
No, thank you. Actually, I'll take a skill 5. Get rid of my skill 5 for that. Sure, trade it over.
There it is.
While you guys pay the train conductor, I'll be right back.
Oh, this is art plus 20.
Is that?
Yeah, that's good though. That's really good. That's
That's
all right.
actually quite
So
useful.
I'm gonna start painting up. I'm gonna start attempting to paint a Trump with this place. Unless you got, are you good at painting Trump, Joshua?
I'm good at painting. I'm not very good at creating Trumps because I've been focusing on trying to get my own farm back.
All right. Well, I got a 1 in 4 chance of
So yes, but
making
yes,
a Trump.
thank you very much for that critical. That was just now. I've just got to cast a spell, which I'll be doing every day now until I get my farm
So I get more blue paint on myself.
So as you can see with the tree, there, with the spells I have available, there's ones which will allow you to actually change properly into a Smurf. So
So cool.
where is it? There it is.
The fuck did you try to paint?
It's not a fumble. I was trying to make a Trump. It's not actually a fumble because for some reason the modifier didn't come up. I put a 20 into the modifier, but it didn't take. So it's not a fumble, but I failed my paint. Can I just try again?
Oh, you're trying to paint in the barber shop?
I'm trying to paint a Trump of Melwick's.
We need a location.
You generally get one attempt, and then you're done for a while.
Okay.
So somebody else can try painting if they want. Because you guys actually have a good reason to get a Trump of this.
Yeah, all right.
If he's taking the time to paint, then
everybody sets up their easel. Everybody gets just one try, and then you're done.
Yep. All right. Abilities, skills, art paint,
nice.
Water, abilities, Trump. No.
I can just see some new guy joining this guy. So all the really experienced guys are singers, actors, professional painters. The fuck is this? Theater.
All right, so we don't have a Trump for this place. We'll try again later.
Yeah, or somebody else can worry about it.
There you go.
All right.
The old somebody else's problem works for me.
Yes.
So you guys get the train.
Yeah, sorry, how much was the train again?
45 guilders.
45, thank you.
Total for the three of you does not include food or drinks. You guys are pretty hungry. For another 15 guilders, making a grand total of 60, you guys can all get food and drinks on the train. It's only an hour's travel.
Yep, 60 guilder.
But believe me, it costs a lot less than going from fucking Barter Town. Holy shit. Over 1,000 guilders each at this comfort level to go. The countryside itself doesn't look like it's really changed that much for the people who've been here before.
But the government's definitely changed. And nobody's wearing knives, so I presume the families aren't neutral anymore.
Take a card, you are quite correct. You guys arrive in Hika. It's early morning by the time you get there and everything from all the shit you guys have been going through and pattern walking, going across, all that kind of stuff. And you get there. Fortunately, I'm going to just go with the assumption that he gave you really good directions on how to find it.
He gave me the address.
That's nice of him. Very, very nice of him. And you guys are in the city of Hika. I'm not going to bother you with the map and stuff. There is a detailed map. But it looks like the munitions place is a smallish wooden building. Because I looked it up, and all their fucking ammunition used to be made in wooden buildings until in like 1902, one blew the fuck up and killed a bunch of people. And then they went, brick, fuck it, brick. So, that way we'd have heavier projectiles. So,
if they've been in England.
Small shop. Everybody notices that the people are just starting to arrive to work. Everybody give me a spot hidden roll if you please.
Got it.
Half.
Yep, half.
You guys all notice a small hole in one of the windows. It's about this big.
So we can go and spy.
It looks like it's got cracks radiating outward from it. And the
Looking-
people stop.
Sorry, and the people what?
Actually, let me see if they even notice it. No. They look at, let me see if they notice you guys. Jesus. No, they totally haven't noticed you, the hole, nothing.
On the ground, is there any shards of glass? Can we see shards of glass glinting in the sunlight?
Not at
Indicating
all.
that. Right.
And it looks like it's the people who've shown up for work are
Look through the hole.
all right. When you go up to the window, the people who are like waiting for a lady to unlock the door stop and look at you. And the lady looks at you and goes, "Who are you?"
Rosalind Red sent us.
Oh, are you?
I'm Joshua McKay. I'm not sure if he told you to expect me.
Flora Sacco. I'm the foreman here, she says.
Oh, nice to meet you, Flores.
Oh, yeah. You're just coming for, she looks at the other two guys, an inspection?
Yes. Sorry, was it Eckel was the surname, sorry?
Sacco.
Oh, Suckle, my apologies. I misheard you.
I'll copy paste it.
Is there a name on the factory?
Yes, it's something about kangaroos or wallabies or some shit. I don't actually remember it.
I'm disappointed in you, Logan.
I think it's like blue kangaroo or something.
Yeah, he didn't tell me what he'd named it, but
I'm putting down Kangaroo Factory. So they make kangaroos.
She tells you all the jobs and stuff, but the other people, hold on, I'll just copy paste them for you because it'll be a lot easier. Yeah, come on, Logan. And I'll say their names really quick for the studio audience. I haven't forgotten about you guys. It'll be okay.
What we need is cloud copy paste, so we don't have to type it as soon as we see it.
You don't have to. You just copy paste it off this.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Here are the other people's names. She introduces them. She says, "This is Dino. This is Gavasio, Anita, Benito, and Modesto."
and these are the workers, as in?
Yes. They all do various jobs she tells you about. Logan doesn't know what the fuck they do or care.
That's right.
They work here.
Do most of the people in this town have Italian names?
What's an Italian, she says.
Is she speaking the undercommon?
Hey.
She opens it up and goes in. And she says, "Holy
Sorry, like
shit."
before she opens up and goes in, did Glenn see anything when he looked through the hole?
It's really dark inside.
So no, he did not.
Give me a spot at half, Glenn. And if you fail, we'll all point and laugh.
My eye! I've got a shot of glass in my eye!
He holds one of his eyes shut. He's like, "God damn it." He's just sitting there muttering.
He attempts to look at it from the inside instead of from the outside. Doesn't realize that he put his head through the glass to do that.
I like rocks. We're going with that.
Yeah.
Right. Everybody stops and looks at him. The foreman goes,
What's wrong?
she just decides to just ignore the guy who put his head through the window.
Yep, can't see anything.
She goes inside, and Modesto goes, "Holy shit, I know what we need to look for," he says, looking at the ground. On the ground, you see clothing lying in the shape as though somebody was wearing it, and then, or like, if kids were playing, like, let's make people on the floor with clothing, the clothing's in that shape, and there's an arrow sticking out of the clothing. There's some blood on both the clothing and the arrow.
An arrow as
We got a naked guy running around.
As in a bow and arrow?
Just the arrow.
Yes, but that's what I mean. That sort of arrow, as in a weapon arrow, as opposed to a arrow pointing somewhere.
That would be funnier, but no, this is a weapon.
That's what I wanted to clarify.
It's kind of sad that you have to do that for this campaign, but yes, I think it's a good idea you did.
Mm-hmm. Is there a night watchman normally here?
No. It's a safe district, though, she says.
There's no elf reservations nearby or anywhere?
Of course not.
I mean, are there actually any elves in Genovia? I can't recall.
No. Are we still Genovia? Says Modesto. Quiet,
Yeah,
Modesto. Go to work. Yes, man.
No, that's actually a valid question. I've just arrived from. I've just arrived from the outside the country.
Yeah, we're
so
still Genovia, she says, but she doesn't
I
seem
wasn't
happy.
too sure what the state of affairs are here.
Nothing I want to talk about, she says. Even a little bit.
Okay. So who do you believe these clothes belong to?
I don't know. I'll let you deal with this because I was told you guys are good inspectors. We're just going to make the arms or the bullets. You can look around anything you want. If this is anything involved with the generous, wonderful people, she twitches a bit, from the kingdom of Westmead, I don't want to know about it, okay?
Okay.
Everybody get to work to make sure all the lights are on and I get to work. Side note for you guys, to deal with gunpowder plus open flame. So do what you want.
I was going to say, how is the place lit?
Open flame. It's for the best. Clouds of gunpowder.
Flora, could you recommend a hotel? We only just got in on the train this morning. We haven't even checked in to any lodgings, or some lodgings that we could stay at.
She seems relieved to be on safer fucking topics than who's in charge of the country and stuff. She says, I would look at my map because I got this really fucking detailed map, and for some reason it's important to this asshole we get you to the right place in Ika. Okay. So, let's see here.
I have a map. I have a map of Ika. I've been here before. Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah.
Have you? I've never been here before. I may have passed through it at one stage. I can't remember. I've been to Bartertown before, but not. But that was a while ago.
Good Rest Inn, King's Passage.
The Good Rest Inn is a nice, expensive place she immediately sends you guys to. Take card, Russ, there for just popping that shit out quicker than the guy who made the map could find it. Well done.
So, how far away is the Good Rest Inn from here?
It's across town. You'd have to. You guys are over near the docks area.
I do not have the map, so.
Yeah, it's just south of Market Avenue. The docks are north of Market Avenue. We have to go past the go into the gate to the city, walk to the internal gate, show up on Market Avenue, and then walk to King Passage.
Russ taking their fucking card.
Has this map changed at all, Logan?
No.
Cool.
Okay. So she unlocked the door, didn't she? To get in. All right. We shall.
Is that everybody discard all talisman cards or just me?
Read it.
It just says discard all talisman cards.
Just you.
Okay.
All right. So I shall walk around the factory to see if there's any other entrances, any like part of a wall broken into, or a hole.
One way in, one way out kind of place.
Looking at the glass,
Yeah.
can I tell if it broke in or broke out?
Oh, no doubt in your mind. In. There's a couple little pieces on the inside here with you.
Okay. And then I want to trace a trajectory between the pile of clothing and the hole and see what's beyond that outside.
You could do that, except that in order to do that, you'd need to the easiest way, if you want to make it super easy on yourself, would be to dress somebody else up in those clothes, because you're not sure exactly how high above the floor the blood stain should be, and then it would be kind of easy with like sticks that you could sight down. It'd be even easier if you had like little lasers, but you know that'd probably get the agents called on you.
String, wool.
No.
String's okay, but it can bend and shit. Little.
No, I just mean like just
Even
taunt just to get a.
even if I don't have the height right, I should be able to see what's over in that direction.
Well, generally it's over there. Look, more buildings, but if you're trying to get more specific, you're going to need the right height and stuff. Or you just do advanced math and calculate everything in your head if you want to.
Get a chair and a broom or something and prop the clothes up to give you an idea of height.
Get a ball of twine.
I'm not horrible at advanced math, by the way.
No, if you might be able to work it out.
All right, so I try and work it out.
Okay. Yeah.
Nope.
He goes, yeah, it's over. It'd be easier if the window is still in, but now it's all broken out of that pane because somebody put their fucking head through it, and then he glares at Scott like it's his fault.
I mean, like windows of that area, they're all a bunch of little panes.
Yep. Easier to make. Well, keep in mind, this is the Old West days, so they've got bigger windows.
Yeah.
That away.
They're still pretty small.
That away.
Okay.
Clem's is a huge window.
Clem's is special.
Weird.
Nobody's touched anything yet on the ground.
I shall go over to Flora, wherever she's set up.
Have you ever seen Jabberwocky?
A long time ago.
Remember they had to reach over and get stuff, and the guy tried moving it and caused the whole thing to explode? That's how they're doing shit here, where they're reaching over to it, and they've been doing the same actions forever and ever.
Mm-hmm. Is she supervising, or what is she actually doing?
The foreman supervises. Everybody else is doing shit. She's making sure that they don't do stupid shit.
Okay.
She's keeping an eye on you guys as well, because you guys might do stupid shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm trying not to get into their way.
Can I roll gunsmithing to see if they're doing it right?
Sure. Well, so you're from the 20s. They're from, considering their tech's at least 40 years old, seems fine to you.
Okay.
She's watching. She stopped doing what she's doing, which is a bunch of little things, Pete. She has like 80,000 little jobs that she does, and she stops that and watches you. See what you want. Or what you do.
Now, I'm assuming the door was locked when you arrived this morning.
Yes.
Is there anybody else that has keys to the door?
No. Well, Russell and Rod.
Okay. So, besides yourself, Reslin is the only other person with keys currently.
Yes.
Who did Raslin buy it off?
Gee, tells you some guy's name Logan's already forgotten.
So he would have potentially had keys as well.
Oh yes. Well, I doubt he kept them. Him and his wife, they have moved. He took a ship to
To the
San
new-
Angelo.
Ah. Interesting.
Said he wanted to get back to nature.
Fair enough. Okay. Thank you. I'll let you get back to...
It's like almost like anytime you're within a certain radius of her, she stops whatever she's doing, swivels and looks at you. Or if
I
you
shall-
look at her too long, she'll stop, swivel, and look at you.
I shall check all the windows to see if any of them are unlocked and just
No.
pulled shut.
It appears to be a locked room mystery. Ta-da!
Well, they've just picked a lock or opened a door window.
Oh
come
yeah,
in
you
from the
could
window,
definitely do that.
or teleported in, or
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Way to steal my fucking thunder, Pete.
I have a theory.
Yes.
So they opened up a bullet factory.
Yes.
So if there was a Fletcher in town, a guy that makes arrows, it probably pissed him off.
Mm-hmm.
So
By the
what
way,
I'd be
there's
looking
a
at.
bunch of shit in addition to just clothes there, like
Yeah,
bags.
we haven't-
and shit. There are all
yeah,
kinds
we-
of shit there.
Yes,
Just
but the
FYI.
question is, why? Who is the individual who got shot in the arrow, and why did he abandon all his crap? Unless he got disintegrated or turned into mush, or so. Let us carefully
Well-
look through the gear.
Would you like to go in the same order I've got it?
Sure.
Cool. First, we'll start with the arrow. It looks to be very common, well made. 2 of the feathers are black. 1 of the feathers is red. If you're wanting to do any testing or anything on a piece of gear, just stop me. I'll give you all the obvious shit to start with, okay?
With the arrow,
Uh-huh.
is it a machined head or forged head or whatever, or is it primitive head?
It looks like it's professionally made, possibly machined to you.
Okay. And is it like a hunting arrow or a target arrow, or
No, this is a man. Well, you could use hunting.
Broadhead.
yeah, as in you've got different like target arrows.
No,
Is
this
it,
is
field, is it a field tip? Is it a hunting? Yeah.
It's one of the wide broadheads.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
For killing.
Oh yeah, and it may have worked, judging by the amount of blood.
Broadhead.
We'll get back to the blood in a second. The clothing in general lying on the ground is of traditional for around here fashion, although a bit worn. Everybody give me an evidence analysis roll. Making it a half is different than making it a full.
Half.
Bastard.
Evidence analysis.
Regular.
Fail.
Success.
Yeah, it looks like clothes to you. Nothing special. We should
Mhm.
probably burn them. For the guy who made it at full, which would be an unknown person, it seems that the wear markings are a bit odd. For Rock, though, this clothing was intentionally distressed.
Blah.
Ah, interesting.
You guys haven't touched anything yet. Moving on to, I'm considering that you're just not touching anything until we get there. The boots. These are brown leather boots. They appear to be sturdy and of good quality. Again, nobody's touched nothing. There's a belt pouch. There's a backpack. And that seems to be it. Let me find something real quick here.
Have you guys ever seen Adora die?
Yes.
Do they just poof or
Yep.
poof out of their clothing?
No, their gear went with them. There were some Doras that attacked us in MMO land, and they had M16s and stuff, and when they went poof, all their gear went poof with them. Which
Good thought, though.
otherwise we would have accumulated all their gear. But yeah, all their assault gear went poof with them.
Okay.
Which was
As a side note, I would like to take that sometimes the gear sticks around, sometimes it doesn't. Scott, take a card. Actually, everybody take cards. Scott, take an extra card. Yeah.
Okay. Does the blood look real?
As near as you can tell.
all right. I'm going
Forensics?
to spend 2 cards.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, actually, no. I'm actually going to do something different. I'm going to spend 1 card, and I'm going to trade a card. I'm going to spend. I've got my papers right here. So the question is the papers for Hacker different to the papers for Melwix, or are they covered by the same papers?
You can have with your I've got my papers right here card. I will give you government approved for the Kingdom of Westmead papers here in occupied land. So yes.
All right, and the next, Russ, I'm going to trade you a card once you go down to 4 cards.
So those are separate from, but not incompatible with your other cards or other papers.
Since my other papers were Melwick's papers, signed and stamped by Princess Danny, with the royal seal, etc., I'm being a bit careful about waving those around.
That's a really good idea. Your new papers, depending on who you show the papers to, yeah?
Yeah. So these are government approved.
Got.
Right.
Yeah, but Scott say smart shit. Scott reduce hand.
Yeah, yep.
Anybody want a skill 5 or a d6 damage?
Just a sec. Just trading a card with Russ.
Yeah, you say smart shit, you'll get card now. Rah.
So it sounds like sometimes Adora poofs with their gear, sometimes they poof and leave it behind.
Yes.
Yeah. Skill 5, d6 damage.
Okay, I think the garbage truck is gone now. Or maybe not.
I never bitch about the garbage truck because it's a lot worse if they don't come.
Yes, the 70s. I think he's coming back, so I'll mute when he does. Yeah, here it comes.
He's coming to get you.
Oh my God.
Quick, while Rock's distracted by a garbage truck trying to run him over, what do you guys do? Shows him back through the walk. I'm just imagining a whole scene with his bookcase in the background exploding in a garbage truck, like a couple guys hop off, load his body in the back, look around, and drive off again.
Okay, now it's really gone.
All right. Shall we look closer at some of this gear? Oh, there was lots of blood as well. Where did the arrow pierce the clothing?
It looks like it was a gut shot.
So the person was facing the window when he got shot, or she got shot.
No, it went through the back, like probably through some kidneys into the stomach or intestines. It's an ugly way to die.
Okay, so hit the back. Did it go all the way through, or just into the back?
It looks like the guy probably got to see what the tip of the arrow looked like.
So there's 2 holes in the shirt then? Entrance and exit?
Yeah,
Okay.
well, when you pick up the shirt, the clothing itself is suspiciously heavy to you. Also, Rock, since you've the blood seems dried, it's still a little bit tacky, but like it's like this is something that happened last night. You're not sure if it's real blood, but you don't. In order to find real blood, even with evidence analysis, etc., you need a fucking chemistry set because they've got like little tabs that you can put in stuff if you get modern CSI. But Russ, since you're holding up the shirt, give me a spot hidden at half.
Does it smell like real blood?
Minus 30.
Russ, you notice something interesting about the stitches in the clothing because the clothing that you've got, even now, looks as though it's kind of like shitty machine made. The stitches on this are precise.
Right. Looks like someone made this. I'd like to see the stitching here.
So it's more modern clothing made for this era.
Right. Somebody went to a country western store.
Beat up to look old.
Yep.
Well, the question is, was it looking at the clothing?
Your guess is good machine made, like our time or better machine made.
But does it look like someone had this clothes tailor made, or they bought clothes that they thought would fit in with this era? Because the stitching will look different on them.
Not sure. Russ, again, the clothing does seem to be suspiciously heavy.
Right. So pockets, thickness of the cloth.
You begin feeling up the shirt. Unfortunately, you're going to get some blood on your hands, but you do find.
No, I'm careful not to get blood on my hands, Logan.
Yeah, but that's part of you've got to feel. If you want to avoid the areas with blood, you're not going to do a complete search on the shirt.
All right, fine.
You know.
No, I'll completely search. That's fine.
Okay. Inside one of the sleeves, in a small inset sheath, you find a small, finely made dagger. It's pretty small. It looks like it could be thrown or held. Either way.
Okay.
It looks really nice. Also, you find
the dagger have a carving.
No, it just looks like a well-tooled piece of steel with a little bit of leather wrapped around it.
Does anybody have a piece of cloth or something I can use to pick these things up with? Or should I just use the shirt?
You don't have a hanky in your pocket?
No.
Why no? Do you not have a hanky on you?
What? I don't know. Do you have a hanky?
Yes.
Okay. Give me the hanky. So I'm going to try not to disturb Prince, stuff like that.
Russ, Prince is dead. Let him go. No more little red Corvette. He's gone.
No. Not the symbol guy.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah. You try to preserve any fingerprints.
But I am I'm putting money into that. There's a Kickstarter to preserve Prince.
I see.
So, yeah.
They're
going to embalm him.
Yeah. They can go back in concerts. I like it.
And give him some money.
In the pants, you find a couple of different things. First, you find looks like some small metal spheres. They're maybe the size of a Carmex thing, except that they're perfectly round. They have a seam around them, like a little equator deal, and
a what around them?
A seam.
Yeah, a seam.
And I'll get more to that in a second. The
small metal spheres with a seam around them.
And they've also got some symbols on the seam. Also in the pants, you find something that looks like this.
Hang on a second.
Replica futuristic gun.
Let's see, more on the metal spheres. On the spheres with their little equator, they've got like a little hash sign, and they've got two different. On one side of the equator, they have a little hash sign, like a little minus symbol that points up toward the equator. On the other side of the equator, they have two symbols. One is an X. Currently, the minus sign and the X are next to each other. And then there's a different symbol that's on the same side of the equator as the X. It looks like a little spider web.
Might be batteries, positive and negative.
Or it could be arming and disarming, or as in like a grenade or something.
I look for, on the pistol, I look for like a place that the spheres might go.
It doesn't seem to be anything to fit those two together.
Okay. I'm wondering if it's batteries for the gun.
There doesn't seem to be anything. When you
sure
pick
it's a
up the
gun,
gun,
not something
the number 7 comes up on the gun. It just kind of like the number appears on the gun when you're holding it.
Okay, right. Looks like 7 shots left on this thing. I put the gun down as I do not know what triggers it.
Number 7 disappears.
Yep.
But it's a Roman numeral 7, isn't it?
Roman numeral? No, it's just a normal Indian
So as in
number.
it is the 7 that we recognize.
Yeah.
As opposed to
It's Arabic.
a foreign
Arabic,
language.
Yes. A Roman numeral would be fucking funny
Sorry,
as shit.
yes,
It's like,
yes.
what the fuck is
V2.
MC3? God damn it. Yeah, they're working on getting Arabic numbers outlawed in schools and going back to Roman stuff because we have
Because terrorists. Did you see that episode of Veep? Is that where you're, or did you just, do you watch Veep at all?
Meep?
VP.
No.
Oh God! One of the political candidates tries to talks about terrorist math and tries to get Arabic numerals outlawed.
Okay. Right. That sounds reasonable. Sure. Let's see what else is interesting here. As far as the clothing goes, let me just double check. As far as the shirt and pants go, that's it for the shirt and the pants. Yeah.
So you said the minus and the X are together, or do you mean they're on the same side?
The minus is on one side of the hemisphere. The X and the spider web are on the other side of the hemisphere.
Okay.
The equator. Sorry.
What did you mean by they're together?
Right now it looks like minus sign, seam, X.
Oh, okay. They might pull apart.
No, I think it's a twist to move the minus sign from the X to the spider web, but I would not do that at this moment.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Sounds like grenades.
You guys are a lot nicer than a lot of players. They'd be like, let's see what happens. Hey, worker, huh?
Yes. Let's throw.
No, we're not mad. We're not mad.
Let's throw the possible grenade in a munitions factory while we're still inside it. A munitions factory that has been bought for our group. Yeah, I don't think so.
I could totally see the players doing that.
Yeah, I think it probably creates a tangle web, but
Yeah, maybe some sort of net or some sort of thing.
we should find some kind of range and try them out.
Yeah. All right, so there's that.
You've
So
still
that was
got boots, belt, and backpack.
All right, so let's check the boots out next.
Right. Somebody give me a feel roll. Whoever'd like to pick up the boots.
I'm doing it already, so I might as well give it a shot.
That way, if they're poisoned, he'll die first. He doesn't
Yeah.
feel anything odd. They're just heavy boots.
I pass them.
Sure.
Anything special about these boots?
Who would you like to pass them to? Oh, Glenn he's like, they're a little bit heavier than they look. And also, the shoelaces feel really rough. Like you almost cut your hand rough.
Ooh.
I
Someone was equipped with lots of
invested.
weaponry. See if the heel moves.
When checking it out, it doesn't, but these do have insoles you discover quickly.
Okay.
Got the insole.
Yep.
once you remove the insole, you find several things are hidden in the heel, including a small Swiss Army knife, a small LED flashlight, a plastic ring that is light brown on the outside and blue on the inside with no marking.
Did you slow down a bit, Logan? I'm typing this up. Plastic ring, light blue on the outside.
Light brown on the outside, blue on the inside.
Okay, light brown on the outside. And what was after the Swiss Army knife between the ring?
LED, small LED torch.
Yeah, small LED light.
Right, LED flashlight. Okay.
Yeah, actually,
all right. We'll make sure that when we're finding these high-tech stuff, we're not waving them around and we're taking them out of sight of the workers.
I was gonna say, if you want to, you can just gather up all this shit and leave the extremely dangerous factory and go somewhere else. It's an LED light like this.
Okay. Yep.
Squeeze and it lights up. Surprisingly fucking bright.
So not one of these.
Smaller.
Yeah.
Much
obviously, because it would that's fit in the heel of the boot.
Yeah. Let me know when you're ready for more.
More.
So, all right. So size of a coin.
You're looking at some of this high tech stuff. You're wanting to pass it around. You're beginning to think we should take all this shit and go to the hotel because otherwise, bad things may happen. It's like there's a surprisingly small telephone in there. It's not a smartphone, but a surprisingly small phone.
The backpack, is there much room in the top of it?
Oh, yeah. You can toss all that shit in. I mean, you can wrap it up so that the blood only touches the shirt.
Yeah. Bundle it up and put the clothes.
We got a bunch of evidence bags.
Point.
That's right, all our stuff.
You're not sure if they would freak out from seeing plastic, though.
Yeah,
we should totally go someplace discreet.
Yeah.
What exactly are we investigating again, Joshua?
I was asked. I will tell you exactly what I was asked.
Everybody in the factory pauses what they're doing and leans slightly toward you guys.
I was asked to have a good look at it and help evaluate the place so we can fully take of opportunities and safeguard against any threats.
Okay, cool.
People go back to work.
And to make sure that the welfare of the people that work here are well looked after.
Take a card there and give me a bullshitting roll, McKay.
And cake for everybody too?
No, that was let's talk. There you go.
Yeah. Everybody seems like because they are nervous that they might, everybody give me an empathy roll to see why they're nervous, other than finding, it looks like somebody stripped off and ran off naked.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they're worried about keeping their jobs and shit like that. Obviously, I mean, this isn't Australia, for Christ's sake. It could just be out on the street.
All right.
So you guys gather up all that stuff. The foreman comes over and makes sure you have excellent. She starts to re-give directions to the place, but then
wait. We need to mark the spot on the floor so we can do the trajectory thing later.
Yes.
There's a little bit of blood right there for it. She tells you they won't clean the floor for you.
Thank you.
We're happy to be of service, she says. Now, when you guys get to the hotel, you have a choice between a room that will work for the three of you or a very nice suite that will make you all happier.
Where are we? And how much is a very nice suite that will make us happy?
150 guineas, whatever guilders per evening.
And how much is the middle room?
It's our most modest room we have here. You can have for 40.
Do they have a mid-range, like not the lowest end, not the highest end, something just right?
No baby bear suite.
Their normal fine suite is the bottom of the tier for them, and then they have these are our nice rooms. Their shit rooms are like in the basement and stuff. Where the really nice rooms, you get a cool view of the city and stuff. Oh yeah,
And how much was it? 150.
150.
Alright.
Plus, you'll be wanting to eat, I suspect.
Yes. 150 hotel room.
Yeah, there is no just right. That's crazy
Sweet.
talk. Let's see.
No.
Get a bottle of fancy alcohol and food.
So what we're going to do before we go, and do they have dining at the restaurant? Sorry, at the hotel. Do they have a restaurant at the hotel, or do they dine elsewhere?
They have dining at the restaurant in the hotel, or you could have room service brought up to you because this is that good a place.
What we're going to do is once we've settled into the room,
food's fucking cheap here. Okay.
We are going to go back to the embassy, get our good clothes, come back, and then dine downstairs in the restaurant in our good clothes.
No problem. Per day,
assuming that's okay with you two.
Yeah, not my usual style, but sure, I'll dress up.
Per day, 6 times 3 is 18. It'll be like 25 guilders to feed all three of you. Like, we're going to fine dining and all that per day. We eat 3 meals a day at fine dining, plus another like 5 or 10, or make it 20 guilders more. You can have drinks and cigars when needed. That kind of. You guys are living large, and they do have to see your ID, McKay.
I show him my ID.
Which ID, McKay?
So on the front of the hotel, were they flying any flags or anything like that?
It's amazing how few people are flying flags. It appears nationalism has fled this place for another place. Although it does look like the Kingdom of Westmead troops are in the streets.
Okay, so there's King and Westmead people in the streets.
Well, they're the soldiers goose-stepping around and shit.
Yeah.
In fact, you even see their commander eating an apple to show you what a huge asshole he is as he rides behind his horse eating an apple. Because anybody eating an apple, you obviously know that they're bad.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Although if they want to be really bad, they can just bite through a fucking orange and eat the whole thing, including the skin. That's a person of fear there.
All right.
Not getting the reference, but okay. Banana with the peel?
There you go. So, which ID, Pete?
It's a nice hotel. They're probably very discreet. I shall go with my Genovian.
They look fucking impressed.